Ooh.
Wait a minute! Who are you?
Hey, what's up everyone? Hope you all good? And welcome back to my second video. My name is Song and I'm a freelance motion graphic artist and art director living in Paris at the moment. My specialty is 2D and 3D mixed art animation. I hope you find something really interesting on my YouTube videos. And today I will practice to talk in English. For those who doesn't understand, check the subtitle down below.
You know what? I think we're gonna be friends.
Special friends.
For now, we will look in deep how to make this animation look about fish swimming underwater. This breaking down will be included by two parts. Right now, we will take a look on the first part with After Effects. It's where we will try to make this reflection effect on the water. So let's rock it. So let's go with the basic. We create a new composition. We put the name for the composition as usual. And then we will draw a circle and reposition to the center by going to the transform option of the sub layer and change the position to 0. So now we will add the color and remove the stroke. For now, click on the add button and choose repeater. We make some clone of the circle and duplicate the repeater to clone it in vertical angle. And then we will make sure they all close together. For this empty space, we will fill them up with some small circles. So basically, we just need to duplicate a clip path. And then we scale it down and reposition it. So let's make the small circle in the middle between the big one. Then we go into the effect menu. We choose distort and turbulent display effect. And now we will resize the size and the amount of the turbulent. Then we are holding the add button and click on the stopwatch icon of the evolution option. We will put a tiny expression called time multiply 200. So basically this expression will help us to animate the turbulence automatically.
Wow!
In the next step, we come to the transform option of the sub layer. Animate the position value to the top left, and here we go. I'm going to adjust a little bit portion of the animation to make it nicer. So we are going to animate the offset option on the turbulent display a little bit like that. Okay, to add more randomness detail of the turbulent. And now to make more details and randomness, we duplicate the turbulent display. We will play it around with the size and the amount of the effect. And maybe you will play it around with the development mode. Maybe I'm gonna change it to turbulent smooth, maybe. And maybe not. I'm gonna go up and change it to twist. Let's see. Alright, maybe it's good. And the second one here, I'm gonna change it to bubbles. After we follow this step, we are going to pre-count composition. Then we create a solid layer and put it below the comp. And choose the track height of solid layer at alpha inverted. Alright. Now, let's continue our work. We create a new background color. And then we are going to pre-comp these two layers again. and we put the blending mode at art and reduce the opacity value to maybe like this. I'm going to duplicate again and put the opacity at 100% and go to the layer menu, layer style, then we will choose the stroke option. Change the stroke color to white. Now we didn't see any stroke right now, just because we still have the fill color. There are two ways to remove the fill color. We can put a fill effect and change it to black. As the blending mode of layer is at, or the second way is that we will go to the blending option, then blending, and change the fill opacity to 0. Now we need to recomp this layer to keep the stroke fixed, and remember to tick the second option so every effects will be inside the composition. We will duplicate again the second layer to make the mask and put it upper. Then we choose the stroke layer. You're going to change the track matte to alpha inverted. We also need to offset the position a little bit. And yes, the opacity needs to be less intense. Then we will need to offset the timing of the animation, so we won't feel the animation will be repeated. In the next step, we will duplicate this layer again and change the blending mode to normal, opacity to 100%, and we add the drop shadow effects. We're going to offset the shadow. I have a mistake that we need to change this layer blending mode to multiply is better in this situation, I think, and we put the opacity down. Alright, we have this animation look. What is the better way to make it less flat? We put the gradient ramp into the solid layer and we change the mode to radial ramp. So I will change the position of the gradient point here to make it in the center. Now we choose the two colors for the background, and for the second color I will choose a dark blue. So now we can adjust the opacity a little bit more. So the next step that we're going to create a whole new composition and put a new solid layer by going to the layer, new solid layer, and then we are going to choose the factor noise. We are going to choose the type of factor noise will be dynamic progressive. We go to the transformation and change the scale up a bit more so we won't feel too much distortions. Okay, next we're gonna put the time expression for the evolution. And animate this offset to blur. Maybe to the left side, maybe better. Alright, let's come back to main composition. We will look for the texture conversion that we just did and put it in the main comp. We turn off it and we're going to the layer menu and create adjustment layer. Then we will come back to the effect menu. Let's find and choose the displacement map effect. We choose the texture comp as the main displacement map layer and we change these two options to luminant. Maybe we can change a little bit of this value here to see the difference. Oh, maybe that's too much detail. Okay, let's come back to the texture comp. We need to increase the scale bigger so we will lose all of the details. Okay, let's come back. Now you see it's more clean. They even have some waving effect too. So now there's some problem in the corners with the black space. We can eliminate it by go to the effects and choose the transform effects, and we increase the scale up to lose the black space. Alright, okay, for the next step, we can put a little bit effect called posterize time to make the animation more frame by frame look. Right, so set it to 15. Now you can see the animation is more like hand drawing effect. So that's it guys. I hope you find this tutorial helpful. Here I will show you a really quick trick. Another way to achieve almost the same look in a new composition. We create a new solid layer and then apply the cell pattern effect. We are going to click on the invert checkbox. We choose the cell pattern option as crystal as quick, and we need to increase the contrast. Then we add an impression on the stopwatch of the evolution and add time multiplied to 300. So next thing we need to do, we animate the offset to the top left. Okay. Now resize the cell pattern. To make the pattern more sharpness, we add the level and increase the contrast to remove all of the gradient color around border of the stroke. Right here. So to make it more randomness, we add the turbulent display. Now we adjust the amount and design. Okay, and then maybe this displacement to twist. Then we will animate exactly the same way before with the evolution and the offset option. Okay, it's gonna take a little bit while to do it with the offset and the evolution. Okay, maybe I scaled the cell patterns a little bit up. Alright, here we go. Now we almost have the same effects as the first technique. We just need to do a little bit adjustment for making it more perfect. So anyway, if you like the video, hope you could please hit the like button, drop the comment down below and subscribe to the channel, and everything on the description down below. And I will see you in the next part of the video with Cinema Free. Ciao!